the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond its 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're going to start to drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Second and 5 now. Wilson. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it second and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4, now they deal with a second and 6. On second down, a run with Patterson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on third down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. He's got a man. It's the tight end Casper. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Back to the ground now. Patterson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
They go play action now. Wilson. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception. interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Herbert's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Herbert. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Herbert on 1st down now. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 2nd down, Lynch. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play.
Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That sack goes to the safety, Steve Atwater. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Herbert off of play action. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. And I got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up a great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Jet sweep. Here's Fitzgerald. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he'll get it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play in this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there prying the ball free. And now their guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
He will find his man Chase complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Jamar Chase, 25 yards for the touchdown. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out, the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back from both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Another completion right back to Patterson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Couple of first downs right
on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Wilson. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 15-yard line.
Again, Patterson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Herbert. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go up the middle with Lynch. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Cowboys 41-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And a tie game, fourth quarter. That's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 29.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. It's Herbert. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Throwing, Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 40. 20. And he takes this one back into the end